As an app developer, you're probably familiar with the nagging and time-consuming procedure of retrieving your valuable app data from numerous platforms. If you don't make use of the tools provided by the app stores, you're going to have an even harder time. In today's tutorial, we would like to show you how to benefit from the iTunes Connect reporter. To get started, you need to download the ITC reporter. You will find a link in the description below. The ITC reporter consists of a jar file and a properties file. Before we can use the reporter, we will need to configure the properties file. iTunes Connect recently introduced the access token to replace the use of username and password in the properties file. This was a necessary change because not too many users were pleased with the fact that their credentials were stored and transmitted in an unencrypted text file. Since the 1st of August 2017, the ITC reporter will only work with the access token. To generate an access token, you'll have to navigate to the iTunes Connect homepage. Once you're logged in, click on Sales and Trends. In the upper left corner, click on the pop-up menu and choose Reports. In the upper right corner, click on the gray question mark next to About Reports. A little window should appear in the upper right corner, and at the bottom of that window, click on Generate Access Token. A freshly generated access token will expire in 180 days. A new access token can be created at all times, but doing so will result in overriding the old access token. Now that we have the access token, we need to manually insert it into the reporter properties file. Once you've opened the properties file, it is pretty much self-explanatory. Paste the access token next to the equals sign and make sure that you save the file in the same directory as the reporter jar file. You can create multiple property files if you need to manage multiple accounts. Just make sure it has the same file name extension, .properties. At this stage, the ITC reporter is good to go. Although before we move on, you need to get familiar with the command prompt and the reporter syntax. I will only showcase a couple of commands to get you started. If you're interested in reading up on all the features the ITC reporter has to offer, I will post a link of the full guide in the video description. The vendor ID is essential for retrieving financial and sales reports. There are two ways of obtaining the vendor ID, but I will only demonstrate how to obtain the ID using the ITC reporter. This way you can get comfortable with the reporter syntax. Open the command prompt and navigate to the folder where you saved the reporter files using the change directory command. In that folder, run the following command. The command prompt should return an 8-digit vendor ID, or multiple vendor IDs if you have more than one. Copy the vendor ID because we will need it for our next command. The following method requires a handful of parameters, but this is far from rocket science, so bear with me while I explain how the command works. Let's say we would like to generate a daily sales report for the 10th of August 2017. This would be the command you would run to generate that specific sales report. The command prompt output should look something like this. If it returns a 3-digit error code, then something obviously went wrong. You can find all error codes with a detailed description in the reporter guide. The parameters necessary to generate a financial report are slightly different, and keep in mind that all financial reports are bound to a region. For our next example, I would like to generate a financial report for the fiscal year 2017 in the 7th fiscal period, and as a region, I will pick US. This would be the command you would run to generate that specific financial report. The output message should be similar to the one before if no error occurs. All reports generated by the reporter are compromised gunzip files, and they can be found in the same folder where the reporter jar and properties files are located. After extraction, your data is ready for inspection. Lastly, I would like to mention a Google Spreadsheet add-on specially designed for this purpose. If this tutorial was too complicated for you, AppStoreMetrix will definitely save your day. The add-on allows you to download, display, and even schedule daily, weekly, and monthly reports. At the moment, it supports the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store. You can find the link in the description. Leave a like if this video helped you. Thank you for your time.